Hey everybody, welcome back to STARDEUS. Hope you're having a sweet day today. We're picking up right where we left off. So you haven't really missed anything at all. Yeah. I got a couple of upgrades right here I'm trying to install in these hard drives. So we're going to go ahead and just get that done. And then we'll also go ahead and install the other one here. So we got two. And I also went ahead and installed the processor efficiency upgrade back into the nutrient extractor. Just so, you know, any of the wheat or anything that we process, we can go ahead and get it. Hello. Meet another faction. Okay. Aliens? Are we meeting aliens? We are aliens. Maybe we are the aliens. What's... Oh, I thought this was a drop pod or something. It's just the android. Okay, so I am obviously putting the walls up here because it proved pretty effective against that meteorite shower. But I can also kind of just want to make this all look nice. Equal. That's all nice and equal. I think I'll forego this protection for the sake of... Well, no, I don't think I will. Never mind. I'm going to leave it there, though, because we're actually getting really low on titanium now. In fact, I think we might be out of the titanium plates. We're getting like 25. So we're very, very light on this. So we need more of that, too. And this thing here... The particle collector, right? It's doing an okay job, but we really need to start processing it here if I want to get any more. And so I think this one's only at 11%. So I'm going to switch this one to processing titanium instead. And we'll see how that goes. We can also eject the plates that are currently in its storage. The steel plate over here and then 11 plate here. We can just eject that stuff and... maybe the bots will go in and take it. There's also not enough rubber to perform or to build some of the things that I want to build. So I'm also going to go in to this here, and I'm going to take a little bit of the plastic, which is a big old yikes, but I'm going to take a little bit of the plastic. I'm going to convert it to rubber. I'm going to say 10 of it. All right. So let's check this out. We're approaching this new planet, right? This is Vladifedorov, and it said we just met our new faction, although I don't see any ships. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to scan it. It's got titanium, copper, and lithium. I'm also noticing a trade button here. That's interesting. Oh, here it is. Crawlers. Crawler owned. This object is owned by another faction. Taking certain actions may affect your relationship with the owner. Trading will improve your relationship. Mining resources and a planet owned by another faction will decrease your relationship depending on the value of the mined resource. Okay, well, you know, crawlers, you sound great. It does, you do. But you have a lot of titanium and I need it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that from you. Yeah. We have trades we could do. I think getting the disk compression is great. And... they have a Star Creds miner as well. I'm pretty confident I can't stack this. I think you only get one Star Creds miner. Although, I wonder if you can place it inside one of these CPU modules to let like each module have a miner in it. I'm curious on that. And you know what? If I can't do that, I'm gonna buy one. If I can't do that, then I can always sell it later for almost the same amount of money. So it's probably fine. And then I think, I'm not sure I can afford all of these things, but I'm going to try. So copper plates, copper wire is worth a lot. And, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and just give you guys some wire. How about up to, let's say, this much? So we're going to pay 770 out of this, but we're going to get another miner. We're going to get the efficiency upgrade and 2 disk compression modules. And hopefully that improves our relationship with the crawlers, who sound lovely. Don't they just sound great? They sound really great. Here's some titanium just hanging out over here. I'd like to get more of these particle collectors, and you get that with research. and you go down to quantum mechanics, particle collector. I'm gonna add that to the queue on research, and we're gonna get that because I'd like to just put a whole bunch of these down in here if I can. I think that'd be a really good idea. So I know this reduces our relations, but I want your stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. And I think this is a fine crew. For 450 storage, launch expedition. Go down to the surface and get stuff. Okay? So, with that being done, and flying to target, again, they have 450 storage, and we don't have... Yeah, so we can tell them to prioritize things, but honestly, I'm not going to. I'm going to say take it all. Sorry, other faction. Sorry, crawlers. Deal with it. They actually might. You never know. They might actually deal with it. We're going to take doors. I'm going to actually replace this vent with a door, because I don't think we need a vent here. I'm going to make a door through this and have this be sort of a walkway for this. And then obviously we're going to make another, well, I don't know if it's obvious, but we're going to make another furnace and stuff and processing in right here. For upgrades, we can place another efficiency upgrade. I think that's a good thing. And then the Star Creds miner is the thing I wanted to see. So if I was to... Where is the Star Creds miner? Did they put it here or... Yeah, let's see if I can find it in the list here. Star Creds miner, where are you? Okay, so you're over on... You teleported it to this teleporter, okay. So, disk compression upgrade. Want to put that in with the disks. And then, trying to click the Star Creds miner. Here it is. We'll relocate this over here. And again, I don't know if I can actually use this. But, yeah, it doesn't look like I can actually place this in a CPU module or anything like that. I was curious. If I go like this and go into upgrade, I cannot place the Star Cred miner here either. So there's that problem. But maybe if I place the disk compression, I'm wondering what that does for my total space. Because as far as I know, the storage is here. But you would think that there's some onboard storage as well, like maybe, but maybe not. In any case, I think we should also go ahead and trade with these guys again. Give them back their Star Creds miner. So I'm going to go in and offer them back the Star Creds miner here. It's for 206, so it's still not very favorable. We lost about, what, 700 credits there? Not great. And then... We don't need any more shuttle upgrades. We don't really need the reactor efficiency upgrade. I guess I could add another one, because when we do actually do something like that, then it's probably nice to have it. So we'll trade them for that instead. And then this efficiency upgrade, we'll go ahead and install this. This does stack, much like the other efficiency upgrade stacks. So we'll get that going, and then they'll install it here, and it's good. So this is going to be a lot more... well, it's going to be a lot more better. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this lined up with... Well, I may not be able to do this one, because this object blocks it, but we're going to at least make sure that this is all reinforced, because it's an exterior wall. And then all of this is double exterior, like it. I mean, we are out of titanium because of this. The titanium is the reason why my walls are all good like this, is because I spent titanium on them. And we'll go ahead and build a copy and pop it there, I guess. All right. So, what I want to do in this video, I guess, is I want to figure out what's going on with this new faction. It doesn't look like we can really talk to them much. I also would like to travel to another system. We're gonna keep traveling more, and to do this better, I feel like I want even more engines. Microchips, gears, titanium plates. See? So it's expensive. I'm going to add one engine on this side and one engine on this side. Again, we are going to need titanium quite badly, which is why we're down there getting it from these guys. These guys have, yep. We're going to just load all of it up, man. They have a lot of stuff, though. I mean, and this planet, I was actually surprised to see that much titanium here. Yeah, we got them all now. So I think the ship should be heading back now. But check it out. Quantum mechanics is done. They're just exploring, I guess, to find it, to find the stuff. Now I can go ahead and take this, and we want to see what this takes to construct. I believe we have what it takes to do that. Microchips, maybe not, but I want to put another one here. And then I'd like to just line this whole thing up, but that requires me moving this back a little bit. So let me just move you back like, I think like this. Hook you up like that. And then once again, we just build copies after copies. Build as many of these things as you can. Yeah, kind of like that. I suppose I don't need this whole thing to be a wall, do I? If it means giving up a particle collector, then no, I don't. And then let's make sure they actually build one more than they build, you know, spread out the supply like that, right? We'll go ahead and order another copy to be built right here. So we end up lining this outside edge with particle collectors. And obviously that's quite expensive, but because they're all going to take power to collect as well. But the hope is anything we need, this thing can get it for us. That's what I'm hoping. All right. We want disk compression again, don't we? So let's go ahead and do that. And so over here, we got 2 upgrades in this one. This one is processing copper still, even though I've set it to titanium. So I think it just has to run its cycle with the copper. And then once it's done with copper, it can then, you know, start something else. Looks like we're done. We've got everything we need from this place. So that sounds like a time to go, is what it sounds like to me, because they might be upset at us for taking their stuff. So like a bandit, we'll leave. We got Prospectus. We've seen this stuff. They have a little bit of copper here. I might stop by Prospectus. I don't really need the rock, but that copper could be handy. We're running low on copper too. So I want to go probably to here, but I'm going to stop by Prospectus to get that copper and then up here. So that'll be where we go in the system. As far as these engines, I mean, titanium plate, they're so expensive, man. I don't think I can have these engines. I mean, honestly, the amount of titanium plate I'm going to have, but I want maybe this. We'll switch you to be titanium as well, because all this stuff is here. Now, it's taking a long time to bring this stuff over, right? You have a teleporter here, and they come bring it off the ship, and then they're all going to teleport into these 4 areas, which is nice. And so we've sped that up. But to manufacture this, they have to go through this airlock, and that's a bit of a trip too. And eventually we're going to have more manufacturing and stuff happening. So I kind of want to get them going on that too. So I'll probably start, once I have adequate amounts of supplies, I'll probably start getting a teleporter network sort of heading over here, and then maybe over here, and then maybe I'll break down this wall and add another airlock on this side, you know, etc. So I'll look to do that too. The floor, the way it is anyway, we want to have some of these. I think I'll go with the lights first. 1, 2, in. So probably about here. Actually, let's do it here instead, like this. And then, so we don't need that one or that one. This will give us lights. Let there be. Now we can also get the fabricator going. This is very important for getting plastic. And we're going to configure this to make plastic. We can also configure this to make the star creds miner. Really? Whoa, okay. And a reactor efficiency upgrade. All right. Well, I screwed that pooch, didn't I? I didn't know I could do that, but I guess I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we're going to want plastic, and I'm going to say I want like 100 plastic. Give me 90, okay? So we're going to use carbon and petroleum in this to generate that. I feel like this is going to make heat. If it doesn't make heat, then great. But I feel like it should make heat. What? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Achievement unlocked. Not that kind of birth. Allow crawlers to hatch inside a colonist. What? Crawlers are mad at us. Oh no, what have I done? Crawlers. Alien creatures are just hatched from the belly of somebody? Was it one of the people that went down to the surface? Hatched in the belly of a colonist. Oh, it was Yod. Oh, yeah, we knew it, right? Oh, I knew it. That random colonist that hatched from an egg, right? The human that hatched from an... Yeah, right. Uh-huh. No, didn't hatch from an egg at all. No, these are freaking crawlers. They're here. Okay. Breaking in. Yeah. Thankfully, they broke out of Yod when they're in her room. That's crazy. But we need to take these guys out. And it looks like we're kind of... Our drones are a bit confused on where to go to do that. I want... Yeah, the ones with the weapons. Exactly. Get over there. No, don't shoot from here. So the combat system in this game, I've talked to the devs about this a little bit. The combat system in this game is not well fleshed out. It's not well built yet, all right? It's a very rough work in progress, okay? And so because of that, you're likely to get situations like this where your drones really don't do very much, and you can see TAC is trying to shoot and stuff like through walls and everything, so it's not really working out, and that's just what you have to deal with right now. So hoping that by the time they go to like early access or whatever, that'll change, but no promises. So right now it looks like we've got some damage happening here, trying to fight. The freaking dog is fighting through the wall, but Missy Coco doing work here. This is great news. I'm trying to speed it up here. Terrence is fighting a crawler. This is good. All right, we got people involved now, but not the one with the weapons, because the one with the weapons is, TAC is just useless. I'm trying to get him in the freaking game. He just won't move. He won't go in there. Like, he gets to here and then that's it. And I think he's trying to shoot through all the walls and it's not working out. So I'd have to get him to not fight with his ranged weapon in order to actually make this happen. There are 3 crawlers remaining. I am speeding up the game a little bit here. Got one killed, and this is a nice little zone here. It's a nice little area where, there's not very many people. So this is good. Crawler's gonna die. Die, crawler, die. Got him. He's destroyed. Everyone rejoices because they know that they have food coming. Yay, nutrition. Oh, now TAC arrives. Don't worry, everyone. I'm here to save you. Sure you are. All right, sweet. Well, a freaking hatched from a colonist. So Yod was an alien the whole time. Knew it. Could have freaking guessed it, man. He hatched from an egg. Or she. It. Whatever the alien is. It hatched from an egg. So that's how you know. So we're going to haul all these things over. We're going to get these aliens out of here. And then it looks like they just busted through the wall instead of the door, which I find to be interesting. So we're going to go ahead and copy this and paste there. Of course, drones and stuff are going to need repaired. That's going to happen. I want to see maybe getting another one of these. Yeah, I have enough. Well, 5 titanium plate. I'd like to save the titanium plate for the engines if I could. Whenever we end up getting them. We'll go ahead and have this be a big priority, and we'll have this one be a big priority too. See if we can't make something happen out of that. And then I want to install the upgrade. Let me take a look at temperature. Whoops, temperature really quick. This room is... It's okay. It doesn't look like this actually generates a whole lot of heat. it just makes the plastic, which is pretty fast, and you know, does what it needs to do, and then the plastic ends up over here. So, and then, you know, of course they can use the teleporter network to get back, so it's good. So I think the next construction, I'm gonna hold off all my resources as much as I can until we get the other particle collector. And it looks like glass and microchips is pretty much what we're waiting on here on all of these. Every single one of these has all the other stuff delivered except for microchips and glass. So let's look at that. Microchips, we need transistors and silicon. And so we've got copper wire being produced here, here, and here. So obviously it's transistors that are holding us up here probably. So yeah, 0 transistors. So we'll do transistors in this one. And I think probably we have enough. We have 50 copper wire. So let's hit transistors really hard. And then we're also going to want, on this side, we're going to want microchips to be created here too. Since we have a lot of copper wire, we can really get them going. And as soon as the transistors are up. So we can get, I guess the tractor beam is a prerequisite to the force fields. And then I do want the guns too, though. Like, I really want the guns. I can't believe we don't have auto kitchen yet, though. I'm gonna grab auto kitchen. I was thinking about getting that before, and I just didn't. And then if we get a lot of power generating, like the nuclear energy here is gonna be 1 megawatt to be generated here. And you might think, oh, well, cool, you're just gonna use, you know, uranium for that, and that's great. But the thing is, these particle collectors, to get the uranium, it actually takes 2 megawatts. So, I mean, it's twice as much power of the nuclear reactor to get the uranium. You know what I mean? So, like, you got to find uranium somewhere else. We're going to have to find it, you know, planet side somewhere or whatever. Because collecting it in space is just so expensive. 2 megawatts of power is kind of insane. I'm gonna use that word. It's kind of insane. All right, so it keeps giving me the idle messages, and that's just because we're reaching our brewing target. And then we're obviously making bread and soy burgers still. So everyone has lots of food. There shouldn't be any problem with food for a very long time. And we also have lots of water left over too. So ultimately, the colonists are in really good shape here as we travel to a new planet. I almost want to make another switch here because this is going to start filling up pretty fast. I'm not going to do it yet, but I feel like I'm going to have to do something there. And then this floor, we're going to build a copy of it. And I think maybe we'll try... Actually, I think maybe we'll try this. We'll just have just the 2 lights and then the 2 doors to open it up if we need to. Because this room doesn't have to be the same as the other room. There we go. Okay, so I think I want multiple fabricators as well. I think I want 2 fabricators here. It's going to be a good thing. And since it doesn't really generate any heat, we don't need to worry about, you know, putting in the radiators and everything. But I'll probably have something over here with the radiators that does. And now that I think about it, the radiators and stuff, the hot stuff, should be in the back because all the traffic's coming in the front. So probably what I'll do is move this. Let's cancel that. What I'll probably do is relocate this machine to be probably here. Seems like a good place. And then once I've moved this here, of course we need to connect it to power. Then I'll go ahead and go plastic. Then we'll create a second one, order copy, and then this one will create rubber. Although I think the rubber recipe calls for plastic, but yeah, because we need rubber for the airlocks and stuff. And then we're still missing the basics of this, like basically everything for these engines to get produced. Darn it. Oh, this is up now. Good. You are out of range. So what I'm going to do here to get the particle collectors to be good. Just thinking. I can always move these later too, so never mind. I'm going to go ahead and put a floor charger here. And then this connection point will connect to the floor here, and then it can just connect to all of these once it's done. All right, so we'll take this one, connect it there, and then you can connect here. So now I want you to, I think, get titanium as well. Silicon maybe. Yeah, I think titanium. We just need a lot of this. Although glass is going to start becoming an issue too, but I'm gonna gather titanium with both of them. We'll do titanium with these three. We'll do silicon with like these two, and then miscellaneous stuff over here with these ones. Sounds good. Okay, and then for research, we just finished the auto kitchen, and I think security. I mean, I need this. I gotta get enough to upgrade my RAM. So my RAM currently is 24. I'm gonna need 8 more. I'm gonna go into the RAM room, and I need 8 more RAM. So we're gonna build 2, 4, 6, 8 more RAM. Probably will need more later. So I'm gonna go ahead and prompt a few more as well. This obviously doesn't get built unless we have the prerequisite microchips and the titanium plates that go in each one of these. So there's a lot of titanium plates that need to be created in order for this to work. But yeah, and actually this is processing iron, which doesn't really work for me. So I'm gonna tell this to stop on the iron too. And we'll go ahead and get you running titanium as well. We're just in dire need of titanium right now. Until I can find another planet that has it. Here, connect you. And then I think for you, we're going to have titanium in these 3. So I'll have you getting copper, silicon. I'm going to have you grabbing silicon. Okay, so we're in a period of kind of a lull at the moment. We don't have a whole lot of exciting things happening. We did ground up the crawlers, so that was cool, and the nutrient extractor. All good things. We have a full storage unit here. It says there's not enough grain, so we probably want to start growing more. Might turn this into a growing area, and then make this a door, like an airlock here, so they can walk out of it. And then we can have another growing area on this side that could just have nothing but wheat, maybe. Because the nutrient extractor is like, it's not doing anything anymore. We just have so much food, so there really isn't a huge need for it. I suppose one thing I could do... Hey, this is an idea. If I uninstall the upgrades, do they go in here? Can I install these upgrades in... Okay, I can't. I was hoping I could install them in one of these. That'd be cool. But I won't be able to. So perhaps they would be better suited be inside. Like the grinders aren't doing anything anymore. I think they all need to go into the furnaces. Yeah, I think I need to put them all in these furnaces. The furnaces take forever. And so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have this one get installed here. And then you are going to be installed in here. So the furnaces have the priority on the efficiency. So on this side, I'm thinking we construct a copy of these because we know we're going to generate heat. So I'm going to build these 2 first. And then what I'm going to do, I think anyway, is I want to move the refinery back there so that our oil and everything can be processed here. And then it's just used to make plastic right away. It's like all in the same area. So I plan to relocate this processor to be here. So I will do that as soon as they build this heat. Yeah, as soon as they build this one here. And it's already, I think, getting built right now. Yeah, so there we go. There we go. And I'm going to need another wall switch for sure. So I'm going to build another wall switch on this side. I have to. Build a copy on this side here. Now we got a dust storm coming in. It's perfect for our power to have that. Okay, where is my oil? Right here. Relocate you. Be back here. All the oil processing can now take place back here too. And then I think it's probably time to move the shuttle. This has been fun while it's lasted. But given that all the resources we're going to be bringing back are now going to be processed over there, aside from the crushed, well, I mean, maybe we can move one of the crushers back there too, I guess. But in any case, I'm going to take the shuttle and relocate that. Again, I was going to put it here, but I think it's probably better suited to just be like off one of the wings or something. And so I think temporarily, I know it's maybe not the cleanest place for this, but I think temporarily I'm going to place it kind of like right here or something. And we can change it later, but I like how they just moved the shuttle through a teleporter. So good. Okay, so that's where our shuttle is going to take off from now. And then this area gets turned into something else later. We can, for crew and whatever, some sort of crew facility. Maybe we turn it into a communications area even. Not a bad idea. Slowly but surely, once we are like really solid on titanium and on, speaking of which, need you connected to that. And then titanium here. Once we're really good on titanium and other types of electrical stuff, I'm going to start systematically moving through and getting rid of a lot of these long distance ones that are in the middle of the floor, maybe even some of the floor ones. And we're going to put in more wall switches. And I think that will look a lot cleaner over time. I would like to get 2 tables in here. They can socialize in here, which is pretty nice. And I think most people are in a great mood. I'm doing a really good job, I think, in taking care of people. I know I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to people, and this game is not like Rimworld in that the people matter, which I think is maybe a slight downside to the game, to be honest, because characters and people are really the main draw of a game like this, I think. At least they can be, but this game has chosen to kind of go with a little bit of a different vibe. And that's completely fine. So I hope in the future, the dev considers adding more meaningfulness, I guess. Adding more meaning to the different traits that humans have, and expanding what humans can do, the relationships, having maybe random events that have to do with people. And possibly, because we are an AI, it stands to reason that we would be able to communicate with the humans. And so potentially the humans could make requests of us, ask us for information, and maybe ask us for a variety of different things. Like they want to do certain things, or they want something. Maybe we need to find information of them. They're like, hey, we heard about this planet. Can we go there? That kind of stuff, right? And I think that would add a bit more of, I don't want to say I think variability is probably a good word for it. Maybe a little bit more replay value too, because I mean, this game's already going to have pretty good replay value, I think, just because of the customizations of the ships and everything. But you can always add more replay value by adding variability to your experience. So I've added another communication station, and this is of course going to allow us to call 2 different traders at once. I'm going to start for the generalist for this one, and let's go for an alloy trader on this one and see what they got. We're going to try to call 2 different traders at once. Meanwhile, we have a merchant that just arrived, and this guy's got copper plate, gears, steel plate, titanium plate. Now, I would be interested in this if it wasn't so expensive, but it is very expensive. What things we can sell him? Probably not interested in selling him. Oh, actually, iron. I'm definitely interested in selling you this incredibly high quantity of iron. You can take like half my iron, okay? Although, steel is the core component of most things we produce. Hey, check this out. Done. And done. Good. We just got more engines. So maybe not this much iron, but like certainly we need to, I need to make sure that I'm, filling up my storage with iron doesn't sound very good to me. And I don't really want to get rid of the copper either. Definitely don't want to get rid of uranium. Steel plate, silicon is okay. Yeah, there's nothing I want to get rid of. Maybe Vordo. No. So I think maybe I can just buy a little bit of these. I don't want to spend too much, but like 55 titanium plate could help me a little bit. Because it's armor, it's floor tiles, it's expansion, it's the bridge computer that I wanted. And I still don't know if I'm going to need it. See, because like that's my plan, but if I don't need to do it, then I'm not going to bother with it, right? All right, so because I was able to call more than one merchant at a time, We're going to have probably 2 of them back to back here. But this is a merchant, just showed up. And they've just got the same boilerplate stuff that I don't really care about. So unfortunately, I'm going to send you on your way. We should get another merchant pretty close. Like almost right away, I would think, or at least very close to it. We're not getting anyone managing this, and it said the worker had an urgent need. So who was tasked to this? Raven was tasked to this. Okay, so let me see what was your urgent need, Raven? Right here. Is it just sleep? I mean, you're in perfect health. Outstanding mood. Although you still use the planter as a toilet. So there isn't enough toilets. There needs to be more toilets. I can accommodate this. So we'll go ahead and build a copy. And let's get a couple of toilets to exist. I want to stay in this hallway, but I could just put them over here, I guess. But put them in the hallway. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of, it sounds weird, but I kind of like to see them go in and out of it. But I guess I'll put 2 here. And then I'm also going to put 2 more showers. Not sure it's necessary, though. Maybe 1 more shower. Well, let's see this. Do you need a shower as well? Nowhere to sleep. Sleep is interrupted. No shower. Okay. ×4. This ended 5 days ago, but that, I mean, I've had a workout. You probably should have showers and stuff right after workouts and stuff, right? So, okay, we'll build 2 more showers as well, and we'll build them out here, and then I think probably we could build them inside this room too. Let's just get a whole bunch of them. Just like, let's not be stingy with this stuff. It does take rubber to make this stuff, so it's not like it's, you know, a super cheap thing, but we really should consider having more facilities for people. And then there's a teleporter right here, so they can just get there from anywhere and then, you know, do this pretty quickly, hopefully.